Oh, sorry.
There must be so. Oh my god, that would scare me. Cats. Hi.
Hi, I'm Tallulah.
And I'm Ari.
And we are two members of Tallulah. Hi, I'm Tallulah.
And I'm Ari.
And we are two members of Tallulah.
Wow.
And this is What's It to You?
What's it to you?
What's it to you? What's it to you?
Hi ladies, so I've got these for you.
Oh.
Present.
Pass it round.
So these are from Naked Grapefruit, and we're
This
going
is when I
to
struggle to
be
open
using them to paint today.
No way. I wonder what's inside.
Well, oh.
I'll let everyone know, or we can all do a
Welcome to my
Show and
unboxing
tell.
channel. Wow.
Dun, 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 dun.
So we've got some sweets.
Oh, these stickers.
Oh, the stickers are so good. Some stickers.
We come in peace. So should you.
So obviously we want to make sure you're able to use these again at a later date. So condoms for you.
Thank you.
There we go.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
First base.
I also like how the little thing inside it just says, "Fuck you, Freud." Fruit? Fuck you, Freud.
So girls, first of all, from the beginning, like how did Pussy Liquor first come about? How did you first meet?
We first met, we went to Access to Music in Brighton.
Mm-hmm.
It was me, Ari and Vicky, our drummer, went there. And like two other people who we were in a band with. To begin with, they were originally in Pussy Liquor, but we don't speak of
Yeah,
them.
we don't know
We
who
don't
they
know who they are. We was a
happens.
three-piece to begin with. I don't know what anyone's talking about. And yeah, we kind of got like started through there. I think I was like sat outside and I was like, I really want to be in like an all-girl punk band, like, because that's what that's just the music I really like and what I find really cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then Vicky, our drummer, was like on the bench behind me and overheard me and was like, "I'll drum for you. That sounds great. Let's do it." And then we'd like seen Ari perform before, and we were like, "Ari's like fucking sick." That's
Ari
us,
needs
Ari.
to be in the
Ari's
band.
sick.
Yeah. Also,
It's
Ari
purple.
was. Oh, it's so cute.
Kind of matches
It's my
outfit,
witchy
which
finger.
wasn't planned.
And then we met our guitarists just like through playing gigs and like the scene. And they're really cool.
Oh, it's so much. Look at that. Look at that movement. Check it
I know, I
out.
can't get it back off now though.
Whoa!
Oh, it's so quiet as well. Look, it's spinning.
It's spinning. It's so amazing.
Whoa.
Guys, I can't get mine off.
Oh,
So-
it goes so aggressive.
You guys obviously are
It's like a
an
hot potato.
independent band. How is that? Like, how do you find logistically being unsigned and independent?
I mean, there's benefits, but it also kind of sucks
Yeah.
because, you know, we're constantly running out of our own pocket, or we have to spend all of the money we make from gigs to just keep the band afloat. If we were on a label, you know, they'd like pump money into us if we were good enough. But yeah, it's been very up and down.
I'm sorry. And this just like will not.
Hold it down, you have to hold it down.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. So yeah, money-wise, that can be difficult.
Yeah,
Being
I think money's
unsigned.
been the number one problem for Pussy
Yeah.
Liquor.
And also, like, definitely, we've only like been on tour out of like England once. And that was like
crazy.
a nightmare without
Like,
a tour manager.
logistically, yeah, of
yeah.
course.
Just like, I think we also had like terrible luck that tour, but also like just generally we were like, I remember us being like on the way back being like, we cannot do this.
Yeah.
We must.
Like just us.
Yeah.
We are too foolish.
We need to advance.
Yeah.
But so is that like, so you don't have managers or it's completely independent?
Yeah.
Amazing. So at some point, would that be then something you're interested,
Shall I show you how to put on a condom correctly?
a little quick sex
Okay.
education?
First you need to pinch the top. Sorry, there we go. First you need to pinch the top, make sure there is no air inside of the condom. Make sure it's the right way. Also check the expiration date on the pack.
That is important.
Check the holes.
Make sure you open the wrapper carefully.
Yep. Don't tear the condom. And then you pull it down nice and proper. And so it covers the whole
Shebang.
shebang. And then you have a safe time.
Put on my paint
And
jacket.
what colour are you going with first?
Going with red.
Red. Okay, I'm going to go with pink. Are you switching on, or are you just going to do some?
I'm going to switch on in a bit, see how it goes.
Okay.
But for now, I just want to get the feeling of, you know.
I'm
this.
going to go full send and switch it on.
So in terms of live shows, like for anyone who's not seen you guys perform live, I know that's one of your main things as a band. Like, how would you describe? I know obviously at the moment they're not happening, but how would you describe your live show to people that haven't seen you live?
A bit chaotic to begin with. It's different each time. We try and bring some like little quirk. Like
Yeah.
during our last release show, I brought along a box of instruments for everyone to join in.
Oh my god, amazing!
And we also had loads of bananas, so you'll look online and you'll see photos of people holding like maracas and eating bananas, and I think that just sums up our gigs pretty well.
Yeah, and so during lockdown, you supported Girly, Cassiette, and July Jones
Yeah.
on the Triple Threat tour. That was on Zoom, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how did that like logistically work? Did you all get together and do the performance? Or?
So we all like recorded our parts separately at home. So we started with like just the drum track, which was Vicky on like a washing bin and
wow.
like what was she using? Like it was like two washing
Probably
bins,
like a pot and a pan.
a pot and a pan. It was just like having to do like the drums with that. So like Vicky started with that, and then we just kind of like each added our own tracks in. It was like an interesting way of doing it, but it was really weird.
And I can tell you that unfortunately it didn't work. And in the last minute I had to go on,
Oh yeah, I saw
teach
that.
the chords to my housemate, like
No
literally
way.
5 minutes before we went on. And also I hadn't performed in a long time.
Yeah,
so
I
it's
think
just
as
a
well.
really
I can
weird
imagine it's pretty
experience.
hard to like, really connect when you can't. Could you see them back, like the viewers?
No, it was,
No.
you could see the other artists, but you couldn't see the crowd. So it was
Yeah.
just like doing it to a computer. I found that more nerve-wracking than
Yeah.
I did.
I can see that. I think it is difficult, the not being able to actually have any kind of real interaction with anyone.
Yeah.
In terms of like your music and stuff though, like are there bands that have inspired what you guys make?
Yeah, I'd say we're going for like a silly vibe, like Dead Kennedys or
Yeah,
something.
definitely.
Okay.
We like.
We don't want to
We
be
like.
serious.
No, we don't like being serious. We like adding fun into like more serious subjects, I guess.
Yeah.
To make them, it makes it easier to talk about when you're talking about like heavy stuff like sexism and rape culture.
Yeah.
To like also just poke fun at it.
Yeah.
It's a coping
It's a coping mechanism.
And do you find like doing it in that way that like connects best with your fans and stuff?
Yeah, I think it gives people a place to come and feel okay about things that may have happened to them. And obviously, if we're playing a song that is a bit deep and it could upset some people, we let them know before, like
Okay, like a trigger warning,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
kind
this,
of thing.
we're gonna start singing and talking about this.
In terms of like, if we were in I'm going wild with these different settings now. If we were kind of, or when we are back to normal and things are feeling more like you're able and free to do kind of what it is you choose, what is the first thing as a band that you guys will be wanting to do?
rehearse.
Firstly, we have been writing songs within lockdown that then we can't rehearse all together.
Yeah.
So like I'm really excited to be able to
Yeah.
sit down and do that.
And then we
sure.
want to play a big old
We want to
gig.
play a big old gig.
That first gig we play when this is done is
Yeah.
it's gonna kick off. It's
Yeah.
gonna be mad. I'm telling you now.
Do you guys have a lot of fans that are the same, like the people you see at multiple things?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
There's definitely like
love
a scene
Yeah.
within London, like
Mm-hmm.
kind of like I guess like a queer punk scene. I don't know.
Yeah.
But like we play with like a lot of
Yeah.
the same bands who are also then obviously become our friends.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's really nice.
A lot of our audience as well, which might be surprising, but we've got a lot of older people who
okay.
like lived through the punk generation, and they
That's
come to
cool.
our shows and they're like,
Yes, they're the loveliest.
They
people.
are
I
so
miss
nice.
them.
Yeah.
you know,
Well, the only other Ari that like I can think of is Ari Up.
Ari
from
Up,
the
yeah.
Yeah.
States, Yeah.
the legend.
Yeah, for sure.
I get that a lot. They all
Yeah,
come
I
up
mean,
to
I
me,
don't
they're
have not
like,
known
"Ari
any
Up."
other, but yeah, I can imagine that there's not, there hasn't been, I guess, that same like punk scene since
Yeah.
it originally was. So I think for people who were around then, it must be like, yeah, pretty nostalgic to see that
Yeah, they
happening.
seem very happy. They say it reminds them of like their youth, and they always feel really happy that they get to live through it again. So we're really happy that we can give back to people.
Yeah, for sure. So
I'm-
what? Sorry.
I was just going to say, I'm hoping that with Corona and like big gigs not being a possibility anymore, then it's more likely that like kind of the more DIY scene will come back.
Yeah.
And like a lot more smaller gigs will happen, and like there'll be like a re-emergence of like DIY punk interesting kind of like stuff.
Yeah.
Are there any other bands that you guys are listening to or like would be wanting to be on a lineup with or support at the moment? Like any newer bands?
Amel and the Sniffers,
Yeah.
Surfboard.
Surfboard, currently obsessed with 100 Gex.
Oh, Gex.
Oh, Gex. Yeah. Also, like, honestly, just like to play a lineup with like our old favourites, like Forest Flowers, Brewer. Menstrual Cramps.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we miss
the good old days. I don't really listen to music.
You know, it's funny, so many artists say that though. Like, they're like, I don't really.
I actually kind of hate music. I'm joking.
I
I don't
definitely
hate it.
I definitely go through phases.
Yeah. Like I'll go for a year of like non-stop listening to music, and then the next year I'll be like, I can't listen to a thing.
I'm
I need
bad
to
though
listen
with
to
like
ocean
listening to the
sounds.
same things on repeat
Yeah.
all the time. Like, my like playlist of 30 songs that gets like absolutely rinsed.
Yeah.
My favourite piece in my wardrobe. I don't know. I kind of like when I get I kind of like dress like a toddler who's like been given the reins for the first time.
Choose for the first time. I love that.
But like I definitely have like lots of things I like, but it really depends. I think like every time I get ready, like it's a different character and a different
new day.
a new day. Also
And,
like
like mood dependent.
yeah. Also being non-binary as well. I definitely find that like it kind of like each day it's like I don't know. How am I feeling?
Yeah.
Am I feeling more masc, more femme? What do I want?
I'm so
Who
sorry
am
I
I?
didn't ask pronouns to begin with.
I use she, her, she, they. Anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not minding anything.
Okay. Apologies that I didn't.
It's one of those things. It's quite new as for asking, and at the first meeting,
Yeah.
it's been happening to me in uni. We had a discussion about it because some people are like, "Yeah, I'd want to be asked," and some people are like, "I don't want it to be like pointed out."
Yeah, it definitely can be overwhelming. A lot of the time when I get asked anyway, I'm like, she, no.
Okay, so then you feel like a pressure
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
give an answer one way or the other.
Yeah, because like as soon as you say they them, it's like outing yourself, you know.
Yeah.
You never know who's going to be in the room. But that's just my personal preference.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, it's always better to ask, even if, like, you say, even if, like, the person is like, oh, I have binary pronouns, and you first meet them, and then later on they're like, I don't, I'm sorry, which I've done a couple times.
Oh, okay. Like if you didn't feel comfortable.
Yeah.
To say, yeah. So before everything had closed, where were like some of your favourite places to go out in London?
Like, I like kind of like the weird dirty clubs. Like VFD was like a place we went quite a lot.
I didn't go out. I'm a shut-in. I'm not shut-in.
I really enjoyed going to the Five Bells. Always had really good music on. They've recently R.I.P. They've recently like changed, so they,
New River Studios.
New River Studios. That place is really nice.
I was like,
I've been somewhere.
oh my gosh, I went outside. They do good pizza there.
They do really good pizza there. I mean, like around here, there's like really nice pubs and stuff. And we played Rebellion as well. That was fun. We stayed in like this weird B&B.
Are you talking about Blackpool?
Blackpool, yeah.
Wow, what was Blackpool like?
I mean, Blackpool itself.
Blackpool was lovely, and also Rebellion was really fun.
Yeah, but the place, I booked us the cheapest place we could find because we gotta save those.
Yeah,
save those
on tour
dollars.
can get expensive.
And we got there. The sheets were dirty, covered in hair. The towels were wet.
There was also a spot of blood on one of the walls.
blood on the walls. And
it was so
overall
scary.
Just a very strange experience.
And this was Blackpool.
This was Blackpool.
Well, so next time,
We're gonna get Airbnb.
yeah. Or
We're
just
gonna
like
book
Blackpool
earlier.
recommendations. So next time you make it down to Blackpool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't get the cheapest place you can find.
Where's been like the
Because
best?
it will be used for sex.
Where's been the best like crowd? Or the Heaven gig? Has that been the best like audience?
The
it was so
audience there
big.
wasn't very rowdy.
Yeah.
We like a rowdy audience.
So all of our release shows, I think, have
Yeah,
been
that's been
our
amazing.
favourites. The one that will stick with me forever was the one at birthdays.
Oh, yeah. That was our
Before that
first
also
one.
closed down.
Yeah.
It's everywhere we throw a release show, the place eventually closes
It's
down.
almost like a curse. No one's gonna let us play
No.
anymore. Yeah, just those shows have always like kicked off. I've taken off all my clothes down to my undies every time.
Amazing.
Crowd surf naked.
Crowd surf. I remember the birthday shows. I remember looking up at this person's face. They were just covered in blood because they'd moshed too hard, but they were smiling and being like, "Yeah!" And I was like, "This is mental. I don't know what to think right now."
I also remember we played a show in Guildford.
That was fun.
That was fun. And like before we went on stage, we were like, oh, there's like so many like proper like lad-looking lads in the crowd. We were like, oh, how are they gonna like take us? And like
Yeah.
our like
What are they gonna
music
think?
and like our lyrics where it's like, I can finger myself better than you and stuff like that. Like how are they gonna react? And then like we got on stage and then like literally they like were all at the front and like half of them like knew the words.
Oh,
and
that's
were, like
amazing.
singing them back to us and it was so good.
That was amazing.
That was so good.
They were a band, weren't they?
They were a band.
Were they called Slopheads?
Yes, they
Yeah,
were
I
amazing.
Shout out them. What are they called?
Slopheads.
Shout out.
You
Slopheads.
made our day.
You
That was
made
great.
our day in Guildford. Thank
It
you.
must be like, I guess, yeah, more nerve-wracking if you're supporting another
Yeah.
band or on the lineup with other bands because you don't know like who's there
Yeah.
Yeah.
for
Absolutely.
you or what they're gonna like think about the whole thing.
We haven't had like too much of an issue. There
We
have
play
been
with
like
our friends a lot.
there have been like a couple like old man pubs we've ended up in and had like some strange things said to us, but we take it on the chin quite well. Which was
Yeah.
the one in what got said to us in
The one about put clothes on.
yeah.
In where Neil is.
Yeah.
Basingstoke. It's simultaneously really wholesome but some people are just like they're a bit behind the times, you know. But
And so you were told to put clothes on.
by random, like, you know,
I think we
crowd
ended and then he
jeering.
was like,
Right.
you can put your fucking clothes on now or
Yeah.
something.
You
I
were
was
like,
I
no.
want to. I will do it when I'm cold. Here, should we hold it up?
Yeah. I don't know how in the last minute I've now managed to just get paint everywhere.
Ta-da! That's a good idea. I'm gonna do that.
That's what wet pussy sound like.
That's a wet ass pussy.